produces stats, MJ produces rings. Rings are what matters, not statistics.
That is completely and factually wrong because we need to go back to what a man can do. His stats prove that he is.
Hi, my name is Boy. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. I'm a supply chain management major. I'm on the tennis team. Hobbies mainly just include, I guess, just music and tennis. Basically, all my life consists of. That's basically it. What's your name?
Alright, my name is Perry. I'm a studio art major. In my free time, I like to, well, I have to go to work, and then I spend my free time either playing video games or drawing. And the reason I spend so much time drawing is because I want to make stories and things like that. So it's a pretty fun thing to do. Alright, so I heard you like sports. Are you into basketball?
I think I'm pretty into basketball. I think probably my favorite player is probably MJ. What about you?
Well, I got a couple of things about MJ. I gotta say that LeBron's better when we're comparing both of them. So, well, why MJ of all people?
I mean, you just gotta look at the rings, really. MJ has 6. How many does LeBron have?
Okay, well, before we even get to that conversation, we don't need to be talking about rings right now. We need to talk about statistics. You know who's got more 2 points? LeBron. You know who's got more 3 points? LeBron. You know who hits more free throws? LeBron. You know who has more steals? LeBron. We don't need to be talking about these rings right now when we can compare them side by side.
Statistics don't matter if they don't bring out championships.
Oh my God.
This guy brings out championships just easily. 6. 6 compared to 3. So LeBron is better at 2-pointers, 3-pointers, steals. How many rings does he have? Is he producing championships? No. MJ is producing double the amount of championships LeBron is.
Well, when you're the most valuable player on your team, and not even just on your team, the whole league consistently, you have to really think about, maybe it's just the person's team bringing them down a little bit. Like LeBron can only do so much. You can only take so many dead gophers and try to get them across the finish line when you're the only competent person out there. You got one man versus a whole unit of people over here. He's trying his best. I didn't see anybody on any of his teams actually trying to help prop LeBron up. He's doing everything out there by himself. Who cares about these rings? I'll give Magic a little bit of credit. He had a good team, but comparatively, that was good.
Great. So what does that say about LeBron? Like just trying to do everything on his own and not trying to help his team be better so he doesn't have to be out there doing all the work. MJ's out there making his team one collective unit, just like to work as just one well-oiled machine over and over again. That's just consistently producing great games, great points, and just overall, sure, LeBron's statistics might be better, but the team statistics is what matters. Basketball is not a I sport. There's no I in team for basketball. It's the entire team out there doing their best that they can do. Sure, LeBron is trying his absolute hardest, but I mean, teams slacking. He's like, LeBron's not trying to bring up his team to try and match MJ. MJ works with his team, is a collective leader, and I mean, like, the results just speak for themselves.
Well, if we're talking about results right now, let me go back to the statistics again. The results show that LeBron is way better than MJ. A man can only do so much when he's out on the court by himself. I don't know why we're going back and forth about this. I mean, I get the feeling you're going to try to bring up the ring argument one more time. But all I'm saying is, going with your points, what you just said to me right now, when we're talking about how one person is able to do so much, the only reason that MJ's team was even kind of sort of good was because he was on there in the first place. Yeah, he elevated them a little bit, give him a little bit of credit. LeBron's doing his best. His team just can't match up to when you got the other players on the other team. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's something with the coaches. But I can't even begin to say that it has anything to do with LeBron not being an excellent enough leader because he has gone to many different teams trying to elevate them. They've gotten better, but they just haven't been able to pull across the finish line with him. He's already waiting over there like, hey guys, just get over here. Come help me out real quick. And they're like, oh man, no, I got the ball still from the start of the wrong line. We'll get him next time. And then they got 7-0 and championship. Like, what's up with that? How's that fair? To that one man doing the best they can.
So you know how that's fair. That doesn't sound like that sounds like a problem he has to figure out for himself. If he's standing at the finish line, waiting on everyone else, hey, come over here, get as good as I he's got to help them put in the work, and his teammates also put in the work. So I mean, sure, that he's a very good player, but it's also his team that he's not helping out. Like he's just trying to do everything. He's just a one-man show. He's doing just a one-man show out there. He's not like trying to collectively help everyone out. He's just out there trying to do everything by himself. That's why his statistics are probably like so much better than probably most people's out there. Yeah, he's very good because of his statistics, but it's only because he hogs everything. He hogs credit. MJ's out there. Basketball's about helping each other out.
Yep.
Yeah. See, his statistics are better because he just hogs everything. MJ, he's out there like, passing. He's out there like making plays, thinking about who can do what where. And overall, that just produces, sure, lesser stats, but it produces more championships. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the 6 rings argument because that's what he produces. He produces rings. LeBron produces stats. MJ produces rings. Rings are what matters, not statistics.
That is completely and factually wrong because we need to go back to what a man can do. His stats prove that he is better. We can keep bringing up these rings all you want to. I'll admit, yeah, it's a team sport. That's why he is a part of the team. He's not just a one-man show. He's trying his hardest to bring everyone together, but they just can't do it. It's not fair to LeBron. It's his team that needs to step up to the plate just a little bit, but they can't do it.
And explain me how that affects MJ like in any circumstance at all. That is LeBron's problem. That he's out there trying to do everything by himself. Yeah, it's a team effort, but he's out there trying to do everything by himself. Literally, 6 rings. 6 rings.
You keep going back to the 6 rings again. They're a good team, but he's not the best player. He had a good team on his own. He's just not good enough.
Isn't the best player like justified by how many championships they win, not how many stats they can bring up?
I say no. It's all about the stats that a man can produce.
Really? That's all the end result for me. End result. 6 rings. Count it.
6
One hand, one finger.
Okay.
LeBron putting it here.
But we're talking about players here right now. We keep talking about players.
Yeah.
You know what I got? I got a full sheet right here about LeBron. Better stats. All the time. We can keep talking about those rings all he wants to. All he wants to. We keep bringing them up. But it doesn't matter. Because as an individual, MJ does not have as much talent as LeBron does.
I can give you 6 reasons right here about why he's better. Reason number 1, ring. Reason number 2, ring. I'm sure you can guess the other 4. Yeah, they're all rings. They're all rings. Because he puts in the work and effort to also make sure that he improves as a player, but he also makes sure his team improves as one, so that he can keep on producing. Oh look, rings.
This can't be real. You just don't get it. You don't even want to try to seem to get it at all.
How am I the one who don't get it? How am I the one that doesn't get it?
We keep talking about the individual. The individual man can only do so much. Maybe MJ's teammates had a better work ethic than LeBron's. Maybe that was it. But if we want to talk about the player, the individual, the man who goes out into that court and makes all those shots, makes those steals, tries to pass it to somebody else, and then you just see him put it up there and then just miss it. What's he supposed to do about that? Huh?
Why ask me? I'm not I'm just looking at the results.
You know what? I'm looking at the results too.
Yes.
Our results say that you're wrong.
My results say 6 rings.